Hello.
What a fucking week.
Yes, it's been a bit cruddy for both of us, it seems.
I'll tell you
Uh,
what, Ben, my heart goes out to you.
really?
I'm referencing a ridiculous news story from this week.
Oh, right. Okay.
I should think you've seen the news story.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Okay. Anywho, it's this week. It's been a week, isn't it? Oh boy, it's
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks when nothing seriously bad has happened. There's just been a number of like mistakes and instances that would usually be too small on their own to warrant any degree of mention, but seem to happen all at the same time. At least that was my week.
my week was a bit slow and boring,
Mm,
and it's not over yet.
mm.
Also, I've ended up cancelling a week off work. That's a point I meant to mention before we started recording.
Oh shit.
I now can't come and see you that week. That when we were talking about me coming to see you.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry. Duty
well,
calls.
I've taken 2 weeks off last 2 weeks of February. I've got off.
Yeah. Well, I now don't have any time off in February.
Well,
But it is what it is.
yeah, that's very sad
It,
actually.
so it's for the best in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me. It's gonna make my life a lot easier if I'm, you know, at work.
Okay.
So also when you see how awesome I am, you might kill yourself, so best not.
Hmm. I think you've got a little too high and mighty for yourself.
Right, my overconfidence is my weakness.
Yes.
But your faith in your friends is yours.
Yes. Evidently.
And by which this I of course reference our Star Wars videos that you should totally go and see if you're still here now. Go and watch that. If Ben's going to be awesome and do what he should do, he'll link to it right now. He's not going to do that.
What day do we usually do those? Is it Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday. We did it on Sunday because you had your one friend over. I mean, uni friend over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just fucking love that joke.
Uh,
That's like my favourite joke that I've said this year so far.
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
No, I mean, yeah. I don't know. You make so few good jokes. It's hard to tell.
well, like I say, that's my favourite one of the year so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a woman in the office cackling today. Well, maybe not cackling,
Was
at least
she
giggling, shall we
a
say?
witch?
Because no, she's not. She's lovely. She's my bestie.
Uh,
Anyway, um, because someone was talking about how they've got chili for lunch, but they need to warm it up in the microwave, and I said, yes, you probably best do to make it not chili. No. What it is, they said. They said they need to go put their food in the microwave, and I asked what it was, and they said it's chili. I said, well, yes, you best warm it up then.
very good.
It got the woman sat behind me just laughing to herself.
How old is
So,
she?
uh, old enough to be me mother?
That explains it.
I don't know an exact number, and I don't want to ask because it's none of my fucking business. Yeah, old enough to be my mother,
Uh,
and trusts me enough to give me her car keys to put something in her car while I'm
well,
already out putting something in my car. So that is a level of
that's because she knows how bad you are at driving.
no. That's even more of a reason not to give me the keys.
Yeah, but
Because what if I do decide to drive it?
you won't be able to get it started.
I think it's automatic. Makes it even easier.
Alright.
Anywho, I can drive. You can't talk shit about my driving. You can't fucking drive.
No, but I don't pretend to either.
I don't pretend to. I just fucking do.
Uh,
I'm actually reasonably okay. I get a bit nervous on parkways, but that's because there's no fucking parkways near me
Parkways.
unless you go to the nearest city to me. And I try and avoid going to the nearest city to me, except on Wednesdays when I get rudely awakened by the dustman. That's when you should have said parkways.
Parkways.
Anywho, anywho, you got a topic? Go a bit on it.
Yeah, go on then. I had therapy
I didn't.
last Friday, and it was one of those weird sessions where you have a genuine breakthrough.
Oh yeah,
I learned what
I
a
got them last week.
I learned what a friend was.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I want to know what friends are.
Turns out my definition has been a little too strict.
Oh, has it?
I usually I consider you a friend, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so no, you don't anymore. Is that what it
Well,
is?
no, you've been promoted. Well done. I consider you a
Oh, my best
friend,
friend now.
and basically everybody around is sort of like an acquaintance.
Okay, I mean that seems reasonable based on what you've
Well,
said, but
on the contrary, my therapy session sort of made me understand that a friend does not need to be all that serious, really,
well, no.
right?
In fact, I'm not very serious at all.
You are a good friend. You are a close friend. I have two close friends, which is the norm, really. And I kind of have other friends at work, it now transpires, according to this new understanding of the definition of the word.
I lost you very briefly there.
I,
Something about me being a good friend,
yes.
one of my best friends. In fact, I'm such a good friend that Donald Trump would have a 15-minute speech about how such a good a friend I am. I'm bigly on the friend list.
You,
Um,
you are a close friend,
yeah, I've
right?
been happy to talk to that, but
Yes.
okay,
Well, the more important takeaway is that I have more friends than I thought.
okay.
That the new my new understanding of the definition opens up a lot of doors. Because I kept feeling really shitty about making new friends. Like, how am I ever going to find another person like Jordan?
Well, you don't need to. In
And
fact, it'd be a lot of work.
yeah, exactly. I don't need to. I just need someone like your lads.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
muted there for friend chat in there.
Why was it getting a bit?
Well, two things actually. We'll come on to one of them later because it's part of a topic that I've got.
Yeah.
But one of them's in Spain at the moment, and it's constant. Oh, I'm in Spain. I'm in Spain. Look at me. I'm drinking wine. I live in Scotland, but I'm in Spain at the moment, and they've got weather warnings, and I don't because I'm in fucking Spain drinking wine. Oh, I can't be asked with it. I just can't. It pisses me off. The fact that I'm skinted
Hmm.
doesn't help. Very often, I find myself comparing my position in life to their position in life, and that's not a sensible thing to do. And I know it's not a sensible thing to do, but
Is
you
this the
you
one who
should
helped me
sometimes.
with the computer?
No, that's not him.
All right, because he's doing pretty well from what he said.
Yeah, he is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
He earns probably about three times as much as me a year.
Well, that's
So
like that's
that's
like
happy to know.
that's like six times as much as me.
Well, exactly, you know.
Who gives a shit? It's not about the
But
money,
no,
man.
no, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's difficult to. He's engaged now, actually.
Oh, well
Got
done.
engaged just before Christmas, I think it was. So anyway,
Congratulations to you.
he won't see this, but it's fine.
You better not.
Anyway, I do sometimes compare myself to my place in life,
Yeah.
to their place in life, and I know it's stupid to do it, but it's just because something's stupid doesn't mean you stop doing it, right?
Yeah, we're still making these videos.
Exactly. These are the epitome of stupid.
Yeah.
Um, because no one fucking watches them.
I look forward to this inexplicably being the last thing left of any of my work after I die.
Yeah, because YouTube's gonna ban you from. Anyway,
Oh, we'll fucking get on to that. Jesus.
I bet we will. So you know, they're all in many ways in a further progressed state of being. I mean, a lot of basically all of them are now buying houses. They are living in houses that they have ostensibly bought,
Yeah.
right? And that's a big milestone as a grown up,
It is.
isn't it? Really. But I realised I'm also the only one with a kid.
True.
So in many ways, I'm ahead of them in that race. Not that it is a race, but
Yeah.
the only one you're racing is yourself.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's
You know, if they have kids, then they're starting much later than I am. They'll be like 50 before their kids are even in a position to maybe leave home.
yeah.
Whereas I won't even be 40. I could have my whole midlife crisis without a kid at home.
That's
How cool
handy.
is that? I could actually get a motorbike or a Mazda and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, or a prosy.
Well, I mean, you know, I did go see that professional last
Oh
week.
yeah, that one that was just really awkward.
It was a bit awkward, yeah.
I'd have done it for free. Um,
Yeah, you would, but you're desperate.
not that desperate. Not yet.
You'll do anything for a little bit of attention. Hence why you're on fucking YouTube. What next? You're going to start Twitch streaming as well?
And say I haven't thought about it.
I thought about it as well because I looked at my finances this month and let's just say it's fucking depressing.
Well,
Anywho,
on serious question,
yeah.
you ever been a little bit jealous of anything I've done or any of my achievements?
The fact that you've bought a property is something that I'm a bit, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I say, I'm in a different there are advantages that you have had, which
Yes,
have helped you in that respect.
absolutely.
And so I am trying not to be salty about it because it's not your fault that you got given some
Um,
money.
no, exactly. It's not my fault. But
Yeah,
I don't. It would be different if I claimed I did it all off my own back,
yeah.
and I didn't. I'm not, and I didn't. You know,
No, exactly.
I had a lot of help from lovely
Yeah.
people in my life who love and care about me and want me to be happy.
And
You
of
know.
course, you stopped having avocado toast and Starbucks every day,
Yeah, I
and
did.
that saved you. You've actually stopped having Chinese every week.
I have. Yeah,
That's actually something that you've done.
that's a
Um,
sacrifice.
yeah.
I have it every now and then as like a once in a blue moon treat if I've either been doing really, really well or really, really shit. I mean, I had one when my friend came over, but he paid for it.
Cheapskate.
Well, he really wanted a Chinese
Okay.
because his partner, for medical
I'd have
reasons,
done it for
can't.
free.
His partner, for medical reasons, can't have him at the
Okay.
minute. So he's
Oh, so what you're saying is that he had a cheeky Chinese while he was playing away.
hmm.
Mm. You're the secret Chinese whore, are you? Is that what you are?
secret
Chinese food, not Chinese nationality. Just to be clear.
secret Chinese whore.
Yeah, that's what you are. You're a secret Chinese whore, just like Brenda Wong from down the road.
That's what. Oh,
I don't know. It seems like
I don't
a
know
nice
any
combination of.
I don't know any famous Chinese women either, Jordan. It's all right.
Oh, that's what it is. I don't see nationality, Ben,
Okay, all right.
unless they're an American, in which case, screw you.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Well,
Yeah.
but yes, you mentioned my YouTube channel, my other proper YouTube channel that I actually put fucking effort into.
Why aren't you putting effort into this?
I'm
I
here,
thought I was
aren't
a close friend.
I? Why aren't you putting effort into this?
I am putting effort into this.
I'm here. I record it.
I'm the one who's got 17 items on my topic
I
list.
do the fucking sound check.
I did the fucking sound check.
Yes, my I yesterday I had a really rough day on Tuesday. I thought Wednesday, new day, new start. Let's get on with it. Had a cigarette in the morning. Checked my YouTube notifications. I had a notification from YouTube saying that my channel is to be suspended
Mm.
for
And about fucking time.
the reused content. Now, what that means is essentially they're saying that I'm basically just stealing clips and pawning them off as my own.
Okay.
Now they've given me an option to appeal this.
Which any sensible person would do, even if you
Yes,
expected to fail, right?
I
Just because you got
yeah,
to chance it.
I've looked into it and I think I've got a good chance. Mostly,
Okay.
in large part, because I've seen other people talk about it and saying, yeah, it's just something you got to do. But I know I don't. My content is original. I use those clips to illustrate points. You know, in no way does watching my video. It's not the same as watching an actual fucking episode of a soap.
I mean, you say that, but I now don't need to watch the Branning Christmas arc
Yeah,
on
fair enough.
EastEnders.
Fair enough.
So what you've done is you've detracted from. And at YouTube, if you would like to use this as evidence, so maybe Ben will put some fucking effort into this place.
It's not. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
It's
You've
not.
condensed it into less than half an hour.
Yeah,
Of
it's like
course.
7 minutes or 14 minutes. That video is that first video I ever made. And it's original content. I basically what they've said. I've got to make a video, and I've got to show my process, how I get clips, the script I write, how I edit, how I do like my shitty thumbnails. Um,
They are quite shit.
some of them are all right. I'm not good at it.
Mm.
I'm really not good at it. But
If only you had someone who'd done some paid image editing
yeah,
at your disposal.
yeah, that would be great.
That would
Um,
be really great, wouldn't it? If you had someone
yeah,
who had been paid to edit images.
yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I've got to do the thumbnail thing, and I've got to show 'em, like how I edit audio, and all of this stuff, and make my case, and it can't be longer than 5 minutes.
Oh wow! Well, if it's
So,
a 10-minute process.
well, I just it's just like a whistle stop tour of what I do and why I think this
You got a deadline.
allegation has been unfair. The deadline is the 28th.
Oh, you got to get cracking then. What are you doing here?
I'm doing it tomorrow.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Get it done.
I
Oh,
will.
are you going to script it?
Yeah, I've got to. Of course, I've got to script it.
You're not going to wing it.
No, I'm not going to wing it. It's far too important to wing it.
Is it? Is
Yeah,
it? It's only TV soaps.
I mean, I feel like this is probably something I'm going to have to deal with every now and then going forward.
Well, and see, now that you've made one video, do you think you can get away with reusing the same video
I
as long as
don't.
your process
I
doesn't
don't know.
change?
The person I saw on Reddit said that he had done it 3 times. So I think
Well, that's more for him.
I'd probably have to make another video. Um, but yeah, I'll have to do that. It's just not a nice thing to see. It's like, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. But I don't.
Yeah, well,
I think
you
it's just because you know what these big corporations are like. They don't like you making money from their content. You know.
yeah, but it's not like anyone's actually reported you, right? And you're getting money to the BBC, aren't you?
Yes, some of my videos are copyright claimed. My Dirty Den one, I think, is copyright claimed, which means every time, all the money that's earned on that goes straight to the BBC.
So, if anything, you're paying more than the license fee.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
How much do you appreciate the license fee? Do you pay it?
I pay it, but I don't actually have a TV that works, and I don't
No,
really
but you
want.
don't have to be watching a TV.
I know,
You
but
watching.
I don't watch a lot
You,
of iPlayer.
wow. Do you listen to the radio?
Yeah, but it's not BBC radio or anything.
Oh well,
It's probably
that
wasted on
changes
me. To be
everything.
honest. Um, yeah. Speaking of the BBC being a bit difficult, I got into watching old episodes of The
I mean,
Apprentice.
sorry, it's only difficult if you don't lube it up properly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got into watching. Yes, that was quite good. I got into watching old episodes of The Apprentice recently.
You did. I called you. Well, I didn't say it to you, but I said it's a bit sad, isn't it? When I was telling a colleague about it,
Did you? What was their reaction?
I said, "Yeah, it is a little bit."
Oh, fuck you and fuck them. Is all I can say to
Well,
that.
look. If I had someone over that I've presumably not seen for a while,
Yeah.
I doubt what I'd be doing would be watching the first season of The Apprentice.
It's what we used to do at uni.
Well, but you've already seen it, ain't you?
We used to have really fun times just sitting there taking the piss. It was great. We did go out.
Oh, I
We went
know.
out for lunch.
Point is, if slash when I do end up coming to see you,
Yeah.
I don't want to be sat watching The Apprentice.
Okay. Well,
And I don't want to sit and watch Battle Royale with you either.
if you let me finish my fucking point, you realise you can't.
Good.
I
Get on with it.
watched the first 2 seasons, had every intention of moving on to the third. It's really fucking difficult for some bizarre reason to find those episodes online. Really difficult. And I don't know why. And I don't know why the BBC just doesn't make it available on iPlayer. The only logical reason I can come up with is that Alan Sugar doesn't want it.
Yeah, most likely.
Which is so
Is
fucking
it
dumb.
is it not one of those products that they buy, and therefore it's not actually a BBC product?
I don't know.
Because you get that, don't you?
Uh,
Basically, all the shows that are made are actually, I
there's a
think, third-party
studio,
companies.
yeah. I honestly don't know.
It's how they get away with paying so much to Gary Lineker is because it's actually through a production company rather
Mm,
than.
mm,
Because I don't want my taxpayer money going towards Gary Lineker. I don't even watch football.
no.
I don't even know what a football is.
The BBC should cater exclusively to my needs and nobody else's because I am a license fee payer.
Yeah, but you do it begrudgingly. I do it.
I
I'm
don't do.
proud to pay the license
I
fee.
don't do begrudgingly.
You're not getting the most of it by not. You're not using the content.
No, I'm not. Which means I'm even. It means more coming from me because I'm not gaining much of anything from it.
Yeah, well, have you been in? Have you been on the radio with Jeremy Vine talking about people getting strangled during sex?
No, I haven't. Your claim to fame has trumped any argument I can make once more. Well done.
Thank you. I came up in conversation with the lads the other day.
Did
Actually,
it? I did it
it did.
really. This
It
thing you
did.
mentioned like once every 3 months or whatever.
Yeah, this thing that comes up once every 3 months because actually it's quite a big deal. Because one of them is the one that you've met has actually been on LBC 3 times,
Oh God, what is he?
so that comes up
Well,
as well.
yeah.
So
Well,
and he gets
maybe.
really into it. He's like, "Well, let me tell you something, Tom." I think it's a local Tom in it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't watch it.
Well,
I don't
maybe I
listen
should
to it.
go on bargain hunt, and you'd like me a bit more.
I don't know. Anywho,
Anywho,
you didn't. You had your therapy this week. I didn't.
okay, why not?
It wasn't very well, so it got cancelled.
Well, I hope you're getting that session still. I hope it's not
Well,
taken off
yeah.
your total.
No, no. Based on what was based on the conversation we had last time. So I asked how many we had because I couldn't remember how many it was, and we were talking about we did the count through. And even though I missed a week because of other commitments, that didn't count either towards the thingy. So I shouldn't think of this one. That is absolutely not my fault.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna screw things up. But I've had five. I will be having a sixth next week.
Lovely.
He rang me today. It was like, can we do it next week? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I asked how he was
Good.
because I'd assumed he wasn't very well because if someone cancels an appointment on the day of the appointment,
Yeah.
odds are they're not very well
Yeah.
in some way.
Yeah.
I'm considerate, mate. I'm always asking how he's doing.
I'm considerate. I'm always asking how my therapist
I
is
didn't
doing.
say you weren't.
Well, I fucking am.
Okay, good.
Telling me I'm not
I asked you
considerate.
today how you were before you asked me.
I know that was fucking weird.
Yeah, I realised afterwards that there's a real possibility you wouldn't ask me.
It's almost like you give a shit.
Oh well, I've got to pretend every now and again so you don't kill yourself.
Yeah, well.
I'm not even in the will. Just you wait.
Yeah, I know you're not in the will.
Yeah, just you fucking wait.
You will be, though, once I get it
I mean,
done, I guess. Oh shit.
what am I going to inherit
Books.
when I accidentally smother you with a pillow?
It's very difficult to smother
Books or
somebody with a
book?
pillow. The books I've written.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
This is my.
not your whole collection.
No. They're being cremated with me.
Oh, okay. That's funny. I was going to bury you alive under pillows.
Mm.
I could smother someone with a pillow.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could.
This is like when we were younger and you were like, yeah, I could totally use a gun.
I've used a gun before.
Okay.
I have. I've used a fucking gun. You can argue it all you like. I've done it. Okay.
I will. Yeah, I don't think you could.
Well, I already have at a
Well,
church camp. Funnily enough.
Hatchet, was it? Are you sure this wasn't a cult? Was this,
No, it was
were you
running
in
some Mormons. So
the middle
yes,
of the
maybe.
fucking desert preparing for Judgment Day and killing all the non-believers?
Well, let's just say it's the only time I've been to Arkansas, and let's just say I'm not doing it again.
Mm.
I know there's not a desert in Arkansas, but it seems like the kind of place that would have a cult.
It's a cultural fucking desert, I'll tell you that.
Well, it's America. Of course, it's a cultural fucking desert. The sooner that empire collapses, the better.
Clocks are ticking.
Yeah, tick tock, tick tock. Speaking of,
Yeah. Are we doing this now, are we?
well, no, the TikTok ban.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought we were doing the other thing.
No, not yet.
Right.
Yeah, the TikTok ban that lasted about a day.
Yeah, I heard briefly that, or I saw that had been repealed or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's a 90-day reprieve, I
Right.
believe. Or it's no 75-day. They thought it would be 90. It's actually 75, presumably to throw everyone off
Yeah.
because that's the kind of shit he'd do, isn't it?
Mm.
But yeah, that's a thing. It's funny because a load of people that had posted were like, "Oh, actually, here's." And they were doing like reveals of things that they'd been talking shit about,
Yeah.
including Duolingo did their face reveal for Duo the Owl, the person who wears the owl costume.
Right.
And then they're back, so they need to sort of pretend it didn't happen. But I don't know if Duolingo have done that, to be honest with you.
Right.
I've not looked. But yeah, it's this thing. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, actually, we've been lying to you this whole time. I'm not actually a married housewife and her gamer husband. I'm actually, in fact,
Norman
free recruit in a
Tebbit.
trench coat." Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, it's been reprieved for 90 days. I think is for 75 days. So I mean, it's only going to end up rearing its head again because he wants them to sell to an American owner so that they can help control the monopoly of the bloody media that people are. It's funny because it's only really because his account got so many views on over the election period that he cares, and you can sort of tell that.
Mm.
So So many views, so much support, probably some adverts thrown in there as well because hey, why not, right?
Yep,
What's going on there? Oh, it's
America
not working.
certainly gone to shit.
It's a capitalism society.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah, TikTok. Let me cross that off for. Oh, I didn't have TikTok ban on there.
Oh,
Oh, I thought I did. Fair enough. Anywho, would you like to
have a
have a
topic?
topic? Have you got? Yeah,
Well, let's
first
see how
thing.
many of mine I've already done.
All of them, knowing you, apart from your connections round, which you'll be saving for my Formula One
I've done.
video.
I've done one. Right, Frasier.
Oh, that's on my list.
Yes, I heard this a couple of days ago. The revival, which has been on for 2 seasons, is not being renewed. It's been cancelled essentially.
Was it not popular? I didn't like.
It was not especially. I mean, it was never going to be as good as it was. You know, there's sort of no point bringing it back. I sort of wish they had never done it.
Oh, okay.
You know.
You were so excited for it when it was.
Well, I saw the
I
first
remember us
episode.
talking about it.
I saw the first episode, and I liked a bit of it. I thought it was all right, but I'm not all right enough to keep watching. Um,
So you're part of why it didn't get renewed then.
yeah, probably.
Oh well,
I usually
you
am.
killed Frasier.
Yeah. Maybe it'll get picked up by some other station or network or something. But frankly, I just think leave it well alone. For fuck's sake, they should have done like a reunion special, and left it at that.
Just like the in between. Oh wait, no, not like the in betweeners.
No, gosh, that was a disaster.
It was.
People still care about the in-betweeners, don't they?
I don't think so. But I mean, what's his name? Jay Buckley was the first millionaire from Cameo, I think it is.
Yeah, he did well, didn't he? That's the testament to
So
that character.
yeah. So and I often still say bus wanker
When you're
in reference to the line.
wanking yourself off on a bus, is that it?
No, mostly because my partner gets the bus to work sometimes, so I call her a bus wank
All right.
because it's funny. And then I've joked about how she could wank me off on a. No, wait, hang on.
Right.
She couldn't. There's not enough time. What are you doing? Follow me up here.
I'm sneaking a peek at your bum.
Oh, well, it's pretty fat.
I fucked it up.
You did fuck it up, didn't you?
Not your bum, the
I
jump.
know, I know, I know. Alley oop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, Frasier's been cancelled. Oh no, I'm so devastated by this news.
Yeah, it is still like one of my favorite, if not my favorite show of all time. You know, that original, the
The
real,
original run.
the real Frasier, the original run, as you say. Yeah.
Well, I'll cross that off my list of topics then.
Uh,
Frasier cancelled.
Kelsey
What's
Grammer's going to
next?
have to find some other way to pay alimony
Well,
to his 6 ex-wives or whatever, however many it is.
I mean, if you just leave Al alone, you wouldn't need to pay him.
Uh.
You looking forward to the next Star Wars video we're going to do?
No.
Why not?
Well, it might. Yeah, it'll be all right.
You'll get to see Jake Lloyd and Jar Jar Binks.
Joy, as if my week wasn't shit enough already.
Hey, at least you get to then talk shit about it with me, and maybe someone will listen. I mean,
Yeah.
I won't, but someone else might.
Well,
I'm thinking I might watch it tomorrow.
that's cheeky.
I know because I don't have an awful lot to do this week,
Well,
and I'm working from home, so I might sneak it in.
how long is it?
Oh, I don't know about checking. Let me have a little look. See.
Like 8 hours or something?
No, there was a 6-hour cut released for some people
Fuck off
in a
with
private
that
viewing.
shit.
No, I heard about it, and apparently it was. Oh boy.
I feel like that's the one they show in the behind the scenes footage where everybody's just sort of at the end, just sort of staring off into space, like, "Oh my god, what the fuck? How do we fix this?"
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the extra 4 hours are all about Trade Federation regulation. But George just had to cut it for the sake of the cinema. It's about 2 hours.
Right.
It says it's about as long as it's 2 hours 18, but when you take into account like the 15 minutes of credits,
Uh,
because that's counted in the runtime,
yeah.
it'll be about 2 hours.
All those computer people.
Yeah, Industrial Light and Magic, who
Yeah.
are very well regarded. Let's be fair. Be
They
fair,
are.
their visual effects are.
And they did, new editing technology and things like that. Shit that you wouldn't necessarily
Yeah,
think of that just made it easier to make a film. So,
yeah.
points there, George. Well done.
So yeah, we'll get that, and then
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do that. Are we doing it Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll be free Saturday afternoon from about 3ish. I'm not saying we do it from 3ish. I'm just saying that's when I'll be free from
Well, I'm going to get my video done, my YouTube
tomorrow. You said.
appeal video done tomorrow. And then I'm going to
Hmm.
be in audio editing. And I'm going to start doing it in the week as well after work. Because it's taken a while and I want to get this thing done. And that way, come February when I'm off. It was March, but it turns out my desk mate is leaving in at that time, so I sort of want to be around for that.
Oh, okay.
So I've moved it to February. So I've got to get it done in a matter of weeks, really.
I cancelled that holiday because I had booked. It was for half term week.
Mm,
Um, because it turns out based on what's going on at work, our year end accounts that we're going to be working through.
yeah.
Best case scenario, I overlapped my holiday with 3 of the 8 days that we're
Mm,
meant to be getting it all done in,
mm,
which is just not workable given the amount of shit I actually do for it.
mm,
Um, More likely, it's going to be 5 of the 8 days,
mm,
which is somehow, would you believe it, actually worse. So
yeah.
I'll take that one on the. But I'm working from home all that week
Yeah.
as like a compensation for having to actually work it. So the only reason I was really going to be off was so that I could sort childcare out.
Mm,
And if I'm working from home, I get the benefit of A, not having used up a holiday, and B, still having the childcare sorted. So actually, I think I'm probably better off now than I would have been.
mm.
Like I think personally, I think that's a win for me
Yeah.
in the long run, and that's why capitalism works. Is because people like me are suckered into thinking that's true. But you can see the logic, right?
I guess.
I've got 5 days I can use when I want to rather than because I have to.
Mm.
And I'm working from home for it, which means that actually, if I want to clock off 10 minutes early, who's going to stop me? Not that I would.
No, he would never do that.
Not that I would watch a movie whilst I'm meant to be working.
Mm.
Not that I would be designing a board game whilst I'm meant to be
A
working.
smutty, smutty board game. How's that going, by the way?
Well, that's one of my topics.
All right.
I finished.
Have you? And the
I
board
did. I
game?
finished. Yeah, and that's finished too.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Are you sure? Well,
Yeah.
put it this way: the prototype is finished.
Yeah. No, I've done what I can do at this stage
Yeah.
without testing playing it.
Well, you better test play
Right.
it then, haven't you?
Well, yeah, but the trouble is, I want to watch 4 other people play it,
Yeah.
so that if I have to make any impromptu rule decisions based on something I'd missed,
Yeah.
it's for the benefit of the game and can't be perceived as a benefit to me in the moment.
True that.
Yeah, that's me taking this shit seriously.
Yeah.
I mentioned to the lads that I hadn't told them that I was making one. I told them that I've made a board game and I finished making it. I told them with a photo of the box
Yeah.
when I'd finished it because it's got a box and everything. I'd take this shit
You're not
seriously.
fucking about, yeah.
Well, I mean the kit that I had came with a box, so I just
Hang on. When you say kit, this is like a make your own board game kit.
yeah, basically.
Right, okay, that's slightly less impressive than I thought.
Well, I still had to do all the fucking stuff. I'd design the board
Yeah.
on the board. Basically, it's just blank game making equipment. So it's a load of blank playing cards and a load of blank and a blank board and a bunch of game pieces. There's nothing fucking. All I've done is get all the stuff that I would already need to make, and now I've just done the actual visual work. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. I've done the hard part. What do you want me to do? Sit there cutting out fucking cardboard?
Yeah.
Well, get a fucking grip. I live in a capitalist society. I've paid someone else to do that for me. I've outsourced the hard work.
You're on a
I've done
real
the
capitalism is great sort of run, aren't you, tonight?
not necessarily. If anything, the previous point was espousing why it's awful.
Mm.
This one's espousing why it's great. I'm trying to sit on the fence.
Uh,
So yeah, I finished it. I showed the lad. I told the lads, look, I finished making this board game that you didn't know I was making. And I sent them a picture of it. And the box is literally just the name on the top of the box, right?
yeah.
Because I've not done the artwork on that. I might ask my partner if she wants to, because
Mm.
she offered to help, and I was like, well, yeah, I've got to write all these cards out, and she's like, oh, I was kind of hoping I could just colour stuff in, so I might let her colour the box in if she wants. And the lads were like, why is it? The only comment that I got was, why is it always something seedy with you?
Yeah.
And I really upset me because it's not always something seedy with me, but also they say stick to what you know. So I stuck to what I know.
Yeah.
So the only thing I know, it's sex. I'm sorry, but I'm good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that fact.
Okay.
I've only had one complaint.
Okay. Was that when you fell off the bed?
No, because the neighbours' complaints don't count.
Alright.
No, it was the first time. And no one's first time is one of these things where they're actually good at it, are they? Let's be
No, it's
honest.
shit. You just got to get through it to start working on yourself. Yeah.
And I'm going to level here.
Yeah.
She was being a bit weird that day as well. So,
Well, I should say I know this person. I think.
yeah, she was being a bit weird when it was all happening. So I don't
Why was
necessarily
she
think that
being weird? What was she doing?
well, I mean, I wanted to look what I was doing, and she was like, "Well, you didn't."
Oh.
Basically, I wanted to basically look at what I was working with,
Mm.
right? For lack of a better terminology, I wanted to get my bearings before getting into it,
Mm.
and she was very opposed to the idea. And that's fine, but it's a bit weird.
Mm.
And you're the first person I've told that.
Well,
You and the 7 people who will watch this video.
you, me, and the internet.
Yeah, no one else is going to watch this.
No, it doesn't matter. You can say what you like.
She sure as hell isn't.
No.
Lives in Australia now, I think.
Does she?
Or try to at least.
Well, yeah, no. I think her mum tried to. She was on that TV program.
Yeah, Escape to the Sun or whatever.
Yeah. No, she.
I got on really well with her family, like ridiculously well, better than her, really. I'm so good with people's families, but no good with them.
Yeah, you are weirdly.
Because I get on better with my latest ex's family than I do her. I mean, it helps that they're still about.
And your
Uh,
family.
well, yeah, I don't get on very well with my family,
Yeah.
but I get on well with other people's families because I'm not a complete and utter tool.
Uh,
What happens is there's just one minor character flaw that the partner can't overlook,
yeah.
and so I'm stuck. I mean, I'm in a relationship I've been in for 6 years now,
Gosh.
so I can't knock it, and I've not actually been single since college because of the overlap. So
Oh, lucky you.
in how many years is it since we left college?
Like 10.
2012, wasn't it? So it's 13 years.
Jesus. Oh, Nelly.
Well, yeah. So in those 13 years, I've been in consistent relationships. So
Well,
oh no, I've knocked the gnome off.
that just shows
Well,
how
you don't
easy
you
it
don't get
is.
the achievement.
Oh well, don't give a shit.
Well, I was trying to get you the achievement.
Thank you.
I already got it.
Oh well, I don't mind.
Okay. So yeah, wouldn't let me have a look at what I was working with, so it was a bit weird. But
Mm.
first time, no one's good at it the first time. Only time I've had any actual complaint. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm good at it. Either that or everyone else's standards have been so low.
Well,
You know. Speaking of solo,
yeah,
that's four movies away.
yeah.
And you know what's 5 movies away?
Rogue One.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. On my calendar. Like it's on my actual work plan calendar. Because what I do is when I make my work plan, so I know what I'm doing on what days, because that's how you know, act efficient is you at least have a vague idea what you're going to do in the first place.
Yeah.
On that, I've put in the episodes that we're going to be watching um, on for each weekend, so I know what I'm committed to doing that weekend. So I know if I need to do overtime, what I can't avoid doing overtime to do instead. You know, I'm organised, mate. I don't
Mm.
look it. I look like a scruffy fuck, but I'm organised.
We're almost done.
We are. Are we going to do another one after? We can't be going for more than well, it's about 40 minutes tops.
Probably, yeah.
Probably what? Probably do another one, or probably 40 minutes tops.
Probably, probably. Do 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 do
Oh, we're
do
clearing the tower.
do.
Barge boards. What the fuck is a barge board? Oof, that would have taken my legs off. Oh my god, you've done fucking awful over here.
Well, there you go. It makes it easy to figure out what to do, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Doesn't it?
I said didn't I?
You certainly did.
Hmm.
That's the best I'll get.
But nice if you just did it properly. It's not hard.
It is a bit hard.
Well, then you need to stop rubbing it.
Mm.
This is why I play with a keyboard and mouse.
Well, I'm all about the Xbox.
Yeah, well, I use an Xbox controller for a game that warrants using an Xbox controller. You know, if it makes sense to use it, I'll use it.
Mm.
But this makes sense to use a keyboard and mouse. You can more finely tune your controls.
No.
Do it.
No.
Well, all right then. Would you like another topic?
Yeah, go on.
Um, so Harry has quote unquote won a court battle.
Harry Potter.
Prince
Harry and
Harry.
the Hendersons.
Harry, formerly known as the Prince.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, he has, hasn't
I
he?
figured this would be on your topic list
No, couldn't give a shit.
because you have more interest in the royals than I do. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's true. You do generally have more interest in them than I do. They're people that exist. I wrote this. I added this to my topic list purely for your benefit, just like the Frasier reboot. So if you don't want to being cancelled. So if you want to talk, don't want to talk about it, that's fine. We won't talk about it. But
Yes,
you
Prince
know,
Harry has won his court case against the Sun, I believe. Is it?
yep,
And
the son of
they've
the Sun Group or something
a
like that.
decent settlement and an apology.
The apology is the real victory there, I would say,
Mm,
because you don't get an awful lot of apologies from
well,
newspapers
it's an acknowledgement of the difficulties they caused him.
and the inappropriate action they took. You seen who's had a mini outburst about this?
Oh, is it Piers Morgan?
It is Piers Morgan.
How did I
His
know?
special. Well, I started saying, which probably helped a little bit,
Well,
but I believe he said something on Twitter, and it was suggested to us on our account. So I don't know if you saw it there or what's going
I
on. But,
try to avoid Twitter, so no, I
well,
probably
that's
didn't.
understandable. A lot of people are trying to avoid Twitter at the moment.
Yeah, we'll get to that probably.
Well, it's on my list, so we fucking better. You're not supposed to do that, Daryl. You know you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When will we?
Spoiler alert for anyone who watches the point when we actually end up talking about it.
Uh, whoop.
Right, figureheads.
I'm on some. Looks like that one's done. Okay.
That one's done now.
Well,
Right, what's a barge board? Do we know? Do we work it
it's
out?
a board
Oh,
for
that's a barge
barges,
board.
isn't it?
I just thought I saw it flash, but it's got. No, it's an Eve. That's a barge board.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
barge board.
Mm-hmm.
is my watch telling me? I don't care. Don't know. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, I know what I can do. I can get up there and do that. That'll help. Ah, I'm stuck on the ladder
Oh
thing.
dear.
Scaffolding. I know words. Honest. Buttress.
Whoop. Okie
Go on there.
dokie.
The figureheads are quite awkward, aren't they? Because of the.
Well, it's hard to reach them, and there's a lot of
Well, that's
curves.
just like John. No, hang on.
I think we've done all the figureheads.
We have
Have
buttresses.
barge boards
Yeah, I'm stuck on the
or
barge board.
window
So.
frames. It is. Where
Did I miss
them
this buttress? Where did I miss?
window
Oh, I missed
frames
that.
at?
You know who went through a window frame, don't you?
I don't know.
Nice window.
Do you know what that's called when you throw someone through a window?
Defenestration.
It's a fenestration.
So it's an oddly specific phrase.
It was the defenestration of Prague. Don't ask me what happened.
Got rid of all the windows.
Yeah.
Who needs windows when you're in Prague, eh?
Don't know.
Not me, that's who. Not bloody me.
Mm.
Do, do, do. You found a window frame that we need to do.
It's round back. I'm doing it now, but I'm having a little trouble. Oh, you did it.
It's because it was underneath.
Ah. Fixie little window frame, eh? Right, pedestal. They're around the front, are they?
Not all of them. Ba, ba, ba. Dealt with. So now it's just for barge board, wherever it may be.
Found it.
It's not that one. Well done. You
Thank you.
finished the job.
Thank you.
Now
Yeah.
watch it get suddenly cleaner.
Yeah, did it.
It annoys me that oh yeah, you can see all that work going on that one side that one of us did. And look at all that roof.
Yeah.
We only got $175 for that. Take out parts and labour, and that's like 20 quid profit.
Well, the washroom was probably going to be a just as big a job, and we've been going 50 minutes.
Well, is that the only other one that's left?
Yeah.
The washroom is quite a big job.
Well, let's call it for now, and then we'll play again next week and do the washroom. So thank you very much for joining us.
Which you probably didn't, but if you did, thanks anyway.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.